Welcome back to our research series. We're going to do a short video on how to organize your research notes. Pardon me. Now, you will note that I prefer to go ahead as I take notes. I have numbered those research notes. Right now they're not in any particular order, they're just generally in order from my source. So the next step towards writing. Now, back in the 1800s when I was a child, we had to do these horrible things called outlines. And I didn't really care for outlines, so I developed this way of doing research notes to kind of short circuit the outline process. What I'm going to do is look at my notes and try to think about, do they fall in certain categories? Now, some of you will find that as you do this, you like to naturally organize your research or organize your information as you pull the notes and copy them over. Either way is fine. There's no right or wrong way to do this as long as you get categories. Some people notice, oh, right here is a good place to talk about appearance. Others like to start at the top. I come down and I ask myself, what does this number one, what does it deal with? Well, I think it deals with history of the breed. So that's how I'm going to title it. Now, you don't have to normally put this bold and underline on, but for me, for my class, you're going to do that just so it's easier for me to see your research notes. So one is definitely history of the breed. But when I get to two, it's not history of the breed. So I feel that I need to go in and change that to something else. For me, that's more about personality. Personality. And I've decided to put activity with that. Again, I'm going to set these up so that they're easy to see. I'm also going to do something here. Now, in my eagerness to copy, I copied more than one sentence. So I do not want to use more than one sentence at a time. So I really need to get rid of some of this because at the 7th grade level, now when you're older you can copy more than one thing at a time, but not at the 7th grade level for my research paper. But we're going to go back, we used this before, we're going to use the ellipses. Bulldogs are friendly, easygoing, and get along with everybody. And I'm just going to eliminate the rest of this because I really only want my students using quotes one sentence at a time. They play for 15 minutes and then they're ready to take a nap. That seems like it fits. But for labored breathing, that's more of a health concern. And so I'm going to start a category called health concerns. And just doing the same thing. Now at the 7th grade, since we are doing a 5-paragraph paper, which has your basic intro, conclusion, and then 3 body paragraphs, really all that I need are 3 categories. But as you grow older, or if you're watching this in an older grade, then you often have more than 3 body paragraphs and you could continue adding categories. Mature bulldogs weigh 50 pounds. That's not really a health concern, but I feel like they could go together if I made this health concern in appearance. When I go down, legions of fans adore today's bulldog. As it is, the changes made to its appearance have resulted in a number of health concerns. That fits. But the bulldog is very intelligent and tends to do its own thinking. That's more personality. So I'm going to need to cut that and go back up and create a spot for it under personality. I continue managing these. Fanciers of the breed saved it before it bred out its ferocity. That could go under personality, but for me that kind of fits history. It talks about where the breed came from, so I would go up and I would add this under history. So you would continue this process of categorizing your notes. Now if you're really lucky, you have so many notes that on the first go through, as you organize them, you end up with 3 or 4 in each category. If not, you know, now this kind of focuses your research. I would know, for example, that I need to go back and find more about the history of the breed. But the process would be the same. So this is how organized notes look. So let's talk about, in the next video we'll talk about what you do after your notes are organized as you create your draft. Thanks for watching.